Monster Jam fans, it's time for Monster Jam here in Arlington, Texas. It is going to be the same lineup as last weekend in Houston with a little bit of changes. Let's take a look at your lineup and get into the action. Jim Kohler is in the Avenger. Corey Rummel, Jim Kohler's teammate, will be in Rage. Jamie Garner is in Overboard. Your only change is that Zach Garner now replaces Cole Vennard. Lindsey Reed switches to the Mazda Dalmatian Galaxy. Barry Moose Sauer is in the Zombie. We have Bryce Kenny with the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Todd LeDuc with the Monster Energy. Tom Mentz in the Max D Fire. Kristen Anderson in the Gravedigger. Adam Anderson in the Megalodon. And last events champion, Ryan Anderson in the Bakugan Dragonoid. Well, Monster Jam fans, it's time for Monster Energy Racing. This is your official round 1 bracket. Ryan Anderson, Tom Mentz, Adam Anderson, and Bryce Kenny with automatic advancements. Well, it's time for your first race of the night. This is Jim Kohler taking on his teammate, Corey Rummel. Avenger Fire taking on the Rage. Here we go. They're both off the line, but I think Corey Rummel definitely has the lead from the start. Let's see, Jim Kohler's picking up some speed. Corey Rummel takes it huge over that jump. Oh, but Jim's going to get sideways. Not slowing down, but still Corey Rummel's going to take it over the line first as Jim continues to keep it crazy down there on the track. No calm for the Avenger. Now we're going to move into our second race of the night. This is Kristen Anderson in the Gravedigger, and she's going to be taking on Lindsey Reed in the Monster Mutt Dalmatian Galaxy. They're both off the line. I think Kristen Anderson has a very small advantage here. Let's see, coming into the first turn. Oh yeah, Kristen Anderson has a lot more than Lindsey Reed right now. We're gonna have to see what they can do in this final turn. Oh, Lindsey Reed is all over the place. What's going on down there? Kristen Anderson takes the opening and flies across the finish line. I don't know what went wrong for Lindsey Reed, but that is not what she was looking for in Monster Energy Racing. Well, as we move into the next race, we have Barry Moose Sauer in the Zombie, and he's going to be taking on Jamie Garner in the Overboard. Jamie Garner was pretty fast last weekend, while Barry, I think, could have used a little bit more speed. So we'll have to see how this race turns out. Really, Barry's doing a lot better through this first turn, but Jamie's going to get a ton of speed coming into the jump, and maybe that will help him out. Oh, he's still messing up around the turns. In the final straightaway, Barry's going to get sideways, which leaves an opening for Jamie Garner to get the win, but now Jamie Garner is going to end up on the lid. Well, it was an interesting race, but Jamie Garner ends up completely destroyed on the lid. That is not what he wanted. Moving into the next race, we have Todd LeDuc in the Monster Energy taking on Zach Garner in the Wild Side. Let's see how this goes. Zach did not race last weekend. Todd did. So I think Todd might have an advantage here. And yeah, Zach's getting way out there. Not what he wants. Todd LeDuc's going to take that to his advantage. And he is not showing any signs of slowing down. Here he goes into the final turn. Zach is still getting sideways. In the end, it's pretty close. But Todd LeDuc and the Monster Energy is going to get the edge over Zach Garner in the Wild Side. What an incredible race. Well, Monster Jam fans, that was already round 1. It's already time to move into round number 2. We will see Ryan Anderson take on Corey Rummel. Kristen Anderson take on Tom Mentz in a Gravedigger on Max D Race. Adam Anderson take on Jamie Garner, and Todd LeDuc take on Bryce Kenny. It's time for the first race of round 2. Ryan Anderson in the Bakugan Dragonoid taking on Corey Rummel in the Rage. They're both off the line right now. Coming into the first turn, it looks pretty even. In the second turn, it looks like Corey's going to get a little bit sideways. Now, Ryan had a pretty decent racing time last weekend, while Corey's was a little bit... Oh, but Ryan takes it too wide. Corey keeps it tight. And Corey Rummel in the Rage is actually able to get the win. What a crazy race. Corey Rummel, this is what he's been looking for. It's time for the next race, the race everyone wants to see. Tom Edge, the Max D, takes on Kristen Anderson in the Gravedigger. This is the best race you can see in all of Monster Jam. Here we go. They're both off the line, coming into the first turn. They both take it pretty wide, but Kristen's actually got the advantage. Wow, okay. Tom's looking to catch up a little bit, but he's going to take it way too wide again. Kristen keeps it tight. It's a completely even race. Who won that? The call says Kristen Anderson by 1/100th of a second. Monster Jam fans, it's time for the third race. Jamie Garner takes on Adam Anderson. I have no idea what to say about that last race. That was a wildly close race. I don't even know what to say about the call because it could have gone either way. But Jamie Garner and Adam Anderson are neck and neck right now. Look at this. They are completely even, but Adam keeps a lot more momentum through the turn. Jamie gets a little bit crooked, and Adam Anderson takes that to his advantage, and he flies across the finish line way faster than Jamie Garner could. So Adam Anderson moves on to the next round. Last weekend's racing finals, but not racing winner. Time for the next race. Monster Energy with Todd LeDuc against Bryce Kenny with the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. This is a race to look out for. You're completely even so far, but Bryce Kenny, he takes a lot more speed into the turn, but he ends up clipping a turn tire because of it. But he gets a lot more speed coming into the first jump. Right now it is entirely even. I have no idea. Oh no! Todd LeDuc, there he goes, flying over the line as Bryce Kenny does not get what he's looking for as he goes up against the turn tire. And on that note, it's time to look at your bracket for the semifinals. We have Corey Rummel in the Rage, and he's taking on Kristen Anderson at the Gravedigger. I have no idea how that race is going to go. Neither of them had great weekends last weekend, but I think they're going to pick it up this weekend. And then we have Adam Anderson on Todd LeDuc, two fast racers. Here we go. It's time for your first race. Corey Rummel on Kristen Anderson. Kristen Anderson just pulled off a major upset to Max D fans, but I mean, she's still in Gravedigger, so you never know. Whereas on the other side, Corey Rummel pulls off an extreme upset by taking out last weekend's Skills Challenge and Freestyle and overall champion. Corey Rummel has some big energy coming into this race now because of that win. Kristen Anderson gonna pump the brakes in the turn. I don't know what happened, but it's gonna cause her to lose the race. Corey Rummel in the Rage is gonna make it across the line first. What a race. Here we go. It's time to determine who else is making it to the racing finals. Is it Adam Anderson or is it Todd LeDuc? Adam Anderson made it to the racing finals last weekend. However, Todd LeDuc did not. He got out in the quarterfinals. So we'll have to see how this ends up going. Oh, Adam Anderson gets on the slap wheelie. I don't know what just happened. Oh, it's so close, but Adam Anderson accelerates better in that last jump, and he's gonna get it over Todd LeDuc, which means, Monster Jam fans, it's time for the racing finals. It's Corey Rummel and Rage, who got out, I believe, round 1 in the last event against Adam Anderson, who nearly won racing at the last event. I don't know how this race is gonna go, but Corey Rummel, as he takes on Adam Anderson, it's gonna be wild. Let's see how this goes. Even off the line, in the first turn, Corey's right onto the steering wheel. Adam Anderson takes that turn way too wide. Corey Rummel now has the advantage. Coming into the next turn, the final turn. Oh, Corey Rummel hits the brakes, but he's already too far ahead for Adam Anderson to catch up. Your racing winner is Corey Rummel in the Rage. That's gotta sting for Adam Anderson because that's 2 nights in a row he makes it to the racing finals and doesn't win. But you know what? For Corey Rummel, this has got to be the best night ever. Last weekend, he did not get what he was looking for at all. But this weekend, he just came in with everything he had, and he comes out as your racing champion. Monster Jam fans will be back with the skills challenge and more right after this. If you want to see amazing monster truck content, be sure to check out the Monster Jam Jackinator Hall of Fame and my channels page. This has all the best channels on the YouTube platform that make monster truck content. Spin Master is the official Monster Jam company for die-cast collectibles and toys. Real trucks, real action, Monster Jam. Well, Monster Jam fans, the skills challenge was nothing short of incredible, but only so many drivers were able to make it to the podium. That is 3 drivers exactly. So let's take a look at your skills challenge top 3. In 3rd place, we had Bryce Kenny in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, who also got 3rd place at the last skills challenge. So he's getting pretty good consistent runs here. As you see, he holds out this moonwalk for a long time. You see him go forward, almost set it down, but then he puts it in reverse. He almost goes in reverse too much, but then he goes in forward again, and he just keeps that truck on those front 2 BKT tires. Tries to combo it as well, but can't get it. But in this second hit, he goes for a moonwalk, and it's going to end up on the lid. Not what he was looking for, but he still gets great placement. In 2nd place for the skills challenge was your racing winner, Corey Rummel in the Rage, who started off with this incredible moonwalk off of the racing lane. He was just living on the front 2 BKT tires, and he continues to walk it almost to the same distance as the backflip ramp before he turns the tires in a bit of a save. And he quickly follows this up with another even longer moonwalk. And this time, he actually combos it into a little bit of a wheelie. And that is how Corey Rummel is going to get another massive amount of points here in tonight's Monster Jam event in Arlington, Texas. But it doesn't stop there, as Todd LeDuc and the Monster Energy, who was a racing semifinalist, takes it to the freestyle track with this incredible bicycle to moonwalk combo. That moonwalk came out of thin air, and he takes it all the way up onto the hood before setting it back down. And he also combos this up as he moves into yet another incredible moonwalk, just going back and forth, never letting that truck get back on all fours. Usually you want the truck on all fours, but not here in the Great Clip Skills Challenge. As you see Todd LeDuc just continue to keep it on the front 2 tires before he puts it in reverse back up the ramp. Well, speaking of Monster Energy, it's time to take a look at the Monster Energy action of the week. The Monster Energy action of the week this weekend comes to you from Ryan Anderson, Bakugan Dragonoid, last weekend in Houston, Texas, where he sends it onto the front end of the truck. The truck goes sideways in a bit of a little cartwheel, sideways twisty move, I don't even know what to call it, and he gets this incredible save on the front end. Monster Jam fans, that was your Monster Energy action of the week, but it's now time for everyone's favorite Monster Jam Freestyle. Well, kicking off the freestyle competition is your racing winner, Corey Rummel in Rage, and he's getting right down to action. He will not be wasting any time at all. And he's already taking it to the next jump. Oh, it looks like he was having trouble deciding there, so he didn't get all the momentum in, but he still got a great send over the racing lane right there, which is now elevated from the start of the show. Takes it over the pot again, and a little bit of a slap wheelie. You don't see that every day with these Team Scream heavy built trucks. He's now going to take it over the jammer for another wheelie. Alright, that's pretty good. Corey Rummel's not disappointing so far in freestyle. He's now going to carry it over to the other side of the track to the step up nice sky wheelie. While his teammate Jim Kohler is very well known for his sky wheelies, Corey Rummel, he's known for his moonwalks, but he's still going for some great sky wheelies here in freestyle. He's going to get some air into it, yet another wheelie. He is just staying on that wheelie throughout the entire run. That wheelie just keeps showing up. Look at, there's another one. This is a great run for Corey Rummel. This is a lot more than he got in last weekend. Last weekend, he didn't even end up in the top 7 drivers of the field. There he goes. He's going to send it. Almost clears the entire near side ramp. And now he's going to take it back. Looks like we're going to the step up again. There we go. Pretty good air as he sets it back on the backside of that ramp. Here he goes. It's time for the Monster Energy backflip ramp. He's going to do it. Lands a little bit sideways, and there you can see it. A breakage in the base of the truck. But it doesn't mean anything when that run was absolutely incredible for Corey Rummel in the Rage. Let's take a look. Scores read as a 9.268 for Corey Rummel. A great score to kick off the night. Well, coming up next in Freestyle, this is Tom Meents in the Max D Fire. So far, he has not had the night he has been looking for. He flipped over on his first hit in the Skills Challenge and got out in the quarterfinals of racing. But I'm sure that he's ready to put on a great freestyle for you Monster Jam fans. And he's going to take it right into the first jump of the run after getting the Max D fans on their feet over in the far corner. Now he's going to take it over to the pod. Another pretty good jump. Lands it on the side a little bit. Oh, he's already taking it into the big air. There he goes. He sends it off that little jammer and lands perfectly down the back side of the ramp. Now he's going to take it around to the next hit. Oh, I thought he was going to go over the pod, but he takes it to the step up and sends it to the moon. What an amazing hit for Tom Meents. He's now going to take it to the jump. Full sends it right there. Incredible move. Now he's going to get it turned back around. Wow, he's going to send it over the pod again. Tom Meents, he is keeping the momentum with this run. He's not skipping a beat, getting from jump to jump. And again, he's going to send it as big as possible. This time he gets a little bit sideways, which only makes it all the more exciting. He almost went for a bit of a bicycle, but I think what he's doing is lining up for the Monster Energy backflip ramp. Here he goes. He skies it, but he lands it perfectly on all 4 tires. He's now going to get it turned back around. Full speed ahead, and he sends it again. That is the biggest air of the night so far, no doubt about it. Here he goes back to the pod again, and he sends it. Gets it onto the front end a little bit. Now he's going to get this turned back around. Back over to the pod. He gets some more great air. Watch out for those barriers. And here he goes. He's still going. That's going to do it for Tom Meents in the Max D Fire. What an incredible second run. And he ends with a 9.413. We have a new freestyle leader. Well, what better way to follow up a Max D freestyle than a Gravedigger freestyle? This is Kristen Anderson coming out of the track. She had a great night in racing. Maybe that's going to raise the confidence a little bit here in the freestyle competition. Look at that. Right off the bat, she's going to get some great air over the far racing lane. That's exactly how you want to start off a run. Now over the pod, walks it on the rear end a little bit. Also a great move that can give you some decent scores. Now I'm going to get it turned back around. Nice little bit of air. I'm going to take it to the wheelie ramp. There we go. There's probably a better name for that. Now she's going to get it turned back around. She's going to take it to this step up. Here she goes. Great sky wheelie. Look at that. That might be the most vertical move we've seen all night. Now she's gonna take it. There we go. Wow. That's actually not bad air at all. Kristen Anderson, she is putting a great run together so far. Takes it back to the near side racing lane. Here we go. She's gonna take it over the jammers. Where is she headed? I think it might B time. Looks like it's time for the Monster Energy backflip ramp. This is the 8-pack backflip. We have not seen this attempted yet. She's getting it lined up. Putting it in reverse. Here she goes. She gets sideways, but she ends up on all fours. What an incredible move. She's now going to take it to some more air. The truck continues to get sideways. Now she's going to get it turned back around. Whoa, look at the sky wheelie right there. Now she's going to get it. Where is she headed? To the dead center of the track. Looks like she's going to throw it into some donuts. What an incredible freestyle for Kristen Anderson. That might be even better than what she got last weekend. I really can't say. The scores are in as an 8.837 for Kristen Anderson in the Gravedigger. It's not enough for a new lead, but it doesn't mean that was not probably the greatest run that she's had in stadiums her entire career. Well, Monster Jam fans, we'll be back with some more freestyle right after this. To stay up to date with all the news and results in Monster Jam, be sure to check out my weekly Updates Wednesdays podcast every Wednesday at 7 p.m. MST. This series resumes April 5th. I love Monster Jam, but that's not the only content I make. Check out the Master Jackinator for gaming content, the Professor Breakson channel for all things that I do related to Pokemon, and be sure to check out the AZ Adventures and Vlogs channel if you want to see all the things that I do around the state. Monster Jam fans, freestyle was great, but some runs did not perform as well as the others. Here are some of those runs. Jamie Garner and the Overboard only ended with an 8.253. It wasn't from a lack of a good run. He had a great run with some great air in this wild crash, but it was not enough to wow the crowd. Lindsay Reed and the Monster Mutt Dalmatian Galaxy ended with a 7.358. She did not lay down a great run tonight. She got a couple alright jumps, but nothing too wild, and the fans did not score that run well. Bari Musauer and the Zombie ended with a 7.632. Another disappointing freestyle night for Bari, as he could not put together anything great. He had a couple interesting jumps that got just a little bit sideways. He had this cool send right here, but overall the run was not enough to get a good score. As well as this, Zach Garner and Wildside came out for his first stadium event, ending with an 8.415. He did not do terribly. However, by the end of the run, he didn't have the best of air, and he would go for the APAC, but he would ultimately end up failing. Finally, we have our fifth competitor that just wasn't up to standards. Jim Kohler in the Avenger Fire ended with a 6.973 after he ended in the second hit of the run when he got two sideways and could not pull off this save. Those were a few of your competitors who did not compete as well as the others. However, it's time to get back with some better Monster Jam freestyle action. Monster Jam fans, coming up next in freestyle is Adam Anderson and the Megalodon. He almost got the win last weekend in racing and in freestyle. Actually, he had a great freestyle run. However, he did not pull off either of the two, and he did not do enough to get the overall, simply because he broke in racing and did not make it to skills. However, he's off to an amazing start to the evening as he gets this incredible slap wheelie and some more great air. Adam Anderson, the Megalodon, he's looking to claim that overall title. He didn't get the greatest score in the skills challenge though, so his performance here is really going to be important if he wants to take over Corey Rummel and Rage. So far, he's had probably the most consistent air of the night. Tom Mentz also had a lot, but Adam Anderson's not skipping a beat. There we go, he's going to get some more air over the jammer now, the backside. Here he goes, he's lining up for a good jump. He is going to send it to the moon. That is probably the biggest jump we've seen all night. Not even probably, that is the biggest jump we've seen all night. And now he's going to carry it to the pod. He's getting sideways. Did that break anything? I don't even know. But we know one thing. It did not break his determination to try and get the freestyle win, as he has not slowed down whatsoever. Carries it back over the pod, gets a little bit of a save. Now he's going to get this turn back around, taking it to the racing lane. He's going to get some good air, lands it. Now going to get this turn back around, lining up. He's going to send it off the jammer, lands down on the ramp perfectly. He's running short on time, maybe a little over 30 seconds left to go. Massive sky wheelie. That is the greatest jump I think that we've seen all night. Now where is he going to carry it back to the jammer? Another great jump. He's getting insane air. Now he's going to ride it across the front end. Takes it around this turn. Where is he headed now? He's going to take it back to this jump on. Oh, he got onto the rear end sideways but didn't tip over. Now he's going to throw it into some cyclones. Oh, watch out. He cannot save it. He goes a little too fast in the donuts and the truck ends up on the lid. The scores are locked in. The scores are an 8.437. Not enough to take the lead, but it was a great run. That was some huge air for Adam Anderson. Monster Jam fans, coming up next, this is Bryce Kenny in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior getting started right away. Now, he did do pretty decently in the skills challenge, but I'm sure he was not looking to roll over. He's gonna see if he can pick it up a little bit in freestyle. Two great jumps start off the run, so he is off to a great start. Let's just hope he can carry that throughout more of the run. Now we're gonna take it over that jump again, and he's gonna get a little bit of a wheelie out of it as well. Bryce Kenny is doing great so far. He's gonna get it turned back around, sends it off the jammer. Bryce Kenny is doing great. He's going to get it onto a bit of a stoppie as well. He is off to a great start to the run. Now getting it turned back around. He's going to get another little bit of a wheelie. Gets a little bit of a pogo on the rear end. And now he's going to get it turned back around. Is he going for another full send? Oh! I was not expecting him to do it off the wheelie jammer, but he does. And it gives him some pretty good elevation. Here we go, he's going to get it turned back around. Big air again. Lands it pretty well. Is it time for the Monster Energy backflip ramp? He carries a lot of speed into it, but actually lands it as perfectly as possible. I don't know how that happened, but now he's going to carry it into another big jump. The back tires clip the ramp. He's onto the side of the truck, and he is going to end up on the lid for the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. A great run. The scores are in as an 8.920. It's still not enough for the lead. I don't know if anyone's going to take the lead from Tom Mentz and the Max D Fire. But I do know one thing. That was an incredible run for Bryce Kenny with the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Monster Jam fans, coming up next, this is your Skills Challenge winner, Todd LeDuc in the Monster Energy. He's had a pretty decent start to the night, making it to the semifinals and getting the Skills Challenge win. Now let's see if he can carry that look into the freestyle competition. He starts it off by walking this incredible slap wheelie and getting a little bit sideways on the pod. Now he's going to take it, he's going to take it straight to the step-up ramp with a great sky wheelie that's going to send him a little bit sideways. Now he's going to get it turned back around again. Oh, I thought he was going to the jammer. He's going to take it to the back side of the pod. There we go. some nice air. Now he's gonna get this turn back around. Oh, here he goes. Big air for the Monster Energy. It surely was not the highest elevation, but the distance was definitely there. And he's gonna take it for another great jump. There he goes. So far the air is not as big as what we've seen the rest of the night, but it doesn't mean he's not going to pick it up a little bit. This is Todd LeDuc. He's going to fit that LeDuc leap in there somewhere as he takes another massive jump on the pod. Here he goes. Now he's going to take it to the elevated racing lane. He is going to send it off the racing lane. That might just be the biggest air of the night. Wow, he doesn't need these big pods and step up ramps. He just needs a racing lane and he will send it big time. And it looks like it's now time for the Monster Energy backflip ramp. Monster Energy taking on Monster Energy. Here he goes. Oh, he's going to get sideways. He is going to put it onto the side walls, but he's going to end up directly on the lid of the truck. Not what Todd LeDuc was looking for. Ending with an 8.491. That is not exactly the score Todd LeDuc wanted, but you know what? He still threw down the best run possible. And overall, I think that was probably the best run that we've seen for consistency with that incredible air off the racing lane. I can only think that this run was just absolutely amazing. It's hard for me to say anything bad about it. It's time. Your final competitor won the Skills Challenge, Freestyle competition, and overall event in Houston, Texas last weekend. This is Ryan Anderson in the Bakugan Dragonoid. Here he goes. He's gonna send it full speed out of the gate. He's ready to get started. He did not have a good night in racing. He did not have a good night in skills, but he's looking to put something great together here in the freestyle competition. He's going to send it over that jump to get things underway. And really, I'm looking forward to this run after what he did last weekend. He's going to send it off the near pod now. And he's going to get this turned back around. Ryan Anderson, he's coming in with a lot of energy. I'm sure he's very disappointed about how the rest of the night has gone, but now he's unleashing everything that he could not get done before here in the freestyle competition. I'm sure he was ready to put a lot of energy into racing, a lot of his mind to the skills challenge, but after both ended early, he has a lot built up and ready to go for the freestyle competition, and he is doing a great job so far. He had a little bit of a save before. Now he's going to get sideways, landing on the front right tire. He's going to take it over this turn. He's lifting off the ground just by turning. Launches it off the backside of the racing jump. He's now going to take it around the turn. Wow. Oh, he's getting another little bit of a save. Now taking it into a bicycle. I have no words for Ryan Anderson's run right now. He's going to send it over the pod. Ryan Anderson, he is keeping it going. And is it time? It's time for the Monster Energy backflip ramp. Here he goes. Takes it. Lands it perfectly. He's going to back up a little bit. Here he goes. He's taking it full speed. Massive air. Lands it sideways a little bit. Gets caught up on the jammer. He is going to get it onto one tire. Save on the front end for the Bakugan Dragonoid. What was that move? Now he's going to take it for some more air over the pod, over the jump. He gets sideways. He gets it onto the bicycle save. And that's going to do it for Ryan Anderson in the Bakugan Dragonoid. I have no idea what to say about that freestyle run. Just like he did last weekend, except he did it better this time. And the scores say a 9.719. We have a new leader, and that was the last run, which means your freestyle winner is Ryan Anderson in the Bakugan Dragonoid. He did not start the night like he wanted to, but he surely ended it the best way possible. And on that note, all the competition has wrapped up already in Arlington. It went by so fast, but that means it's now time to claim the overall event champion. He got 12 points in the racing competition. He got 11 points, second place in the skills competition, and third place in the freestyle competition with 10 points. Your overall event champion, ending with a total of 33 points, is Corey Rummel and the Rage. He has had such an incredible night. 2 mastered moonwalks and skills, 1 racing with the fastest passes of the night, and an incredible huge air freestyle run. That is all what counted towards Corey Rummel's overall event championship. It's been an incredible night here in Arlington, Texas, but it's already done with the Monster Jam show. However, the action will continue into following weekends, as this same lineup of drivers will be headed to Atlanta, Georgia, and Atlanta Motor Speedway, Monster Jam's biggest venue. You're not going to want to miss it. It's coming up soon, so be there, and I'll see you then.